Okay, folks, I told you everything is about the identical twins. Elvis had an identical twin named Jesse who died at birth. Okay? And that's why the Twin Towers came down, and that is why you are going to have a second 9/11, which is going to be the upside down 9/11, which is 6/11 on June 11th. There's going to be a spectacular event in Seattle. Anyway, but if you did not watch the video before this one about the King Charles's coronation, you have to watch that video first before you watch this, or you're not going to understand what I'm about to show you. And like I said, I'm going to explain the twin connection in a moment, the new information. But first, let me just show you one thing about the King's coronation that I forgot to show. Because, you know, King Charles, in the video before this one, I showed you that his coronation date is May 6th, right? The 5-6 connection. And I showed you all the connections to Elvis to that. But 5-6 is 56, right? So here's the piece of the puzzle I forgot to show in the last video. So remember this month calendar chart I created, that if you start from January, it's the first month, you go across, it's December is the 12th month. But instead of going back to start from the first month, you say it's 13 instead. So it'd be January would be the first month, and the 13th month, and so on, right? So June is the 6th month, because that's the month that Seattle's going to get struck in June, on June 11th. But listen, I've already shown the June 11th and all the connections, but there's one connection I forgot to show. Remember, King Charles is going to be coronated on 5-6. 5-6 is like the number 56. So let's go 56 numbers down in the month of June. So here is 8 numbers. Then the next row is 11 numbers. That's 19. Then the next row is another 11 numbers. That would make 30. Then the next row is another 11 numbers. That'll make 41. Okay? And then now let's start counting. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. You see? The 56th number down in June is 666. I forgot to mention that in the King Charles coronation video. All right, so take that and stick it in that video too. Anyway, let's go to what this video is about. Okay, so remember I told you everything is about the identical twin. Okay, Elvis had an identical twin named Jesse, and this is how it's spelled, Jessie on the gravestone, because the identical twin died at birth, okay? And this is how it's spelled. So if you take the Jesse and the name Elvis, they both equal 67. You see, this is what each letter equals. All right. E is the 5th letter of the alphabet, and so on and so on. Anyway, they both equal 67. 67, 67 for the identical twins. And like I said, before I show you the new information, I have to lay the groundwork for what I'm going to show, okay? So Seattle's going to get struck on June 11th. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, okay? June 11th is connected to the 162nd day of the year. And I told you the identical twins, Jesse and Elvis, both equaled 67. So if you put 67 into the gematria calculator, it is the first number when put into the gematria calculator that equals 162. And I told you the 162 is connected to June 11th. And like I said, it's the first number. 67 is the first number that equals 162. All right, and there's other connections here, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. And by the way, the next time that a number, the next time and the last time, it will be that will have a number that equals 162 will be the word 67. The words, because it's the same numbers, 67 and 76. I'm sorry, I meant to say 76 is the next number. So 67 or 76 both equal the exact same thing because it's the same letters. Anyway, like I said, the identical twins, Jesse and Elvis, they both equal 67, 67. And what is the most, famous twin connection ever? Obviously would be the Twin Towers, okay? And I told you that Trump is the replacement twin for Elvis's twin that was either sacrificed or died at birth, his identical twin. And the Twin Towers came down, right, on 9/11. And from Elvis's birthday, the day the identical twins were born, forget about the year, just the date, January 8th was when they were born, the twins, to the day the Twin Towers fell, September 11th, okay, not the year, just the date in between, is 247 days or 8 months, 4 days. And you know, I've been predicting that Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th, which is Obama's birthday. Trump gets the head wound and he survives. But anyway, we're talking about the twins and connecting it to their numbers, 67, 67. So from Elvis's birthday to September 11th is 247 days. Now, I told you, the devil is in the details. 247 days is equivalent to, look at that, is 67.67%. That's what the percentage is of 247 days. Okay? That's how much time is 247 days. 67.67% of a year. Which goes right back to the identical twins, Jesse and Elvis, both equaling 67, 67. Get it? All right, these are impossible coincidences. Just like from June 11th, the day Seattle's going to get struck, to the day Elvis died, August 16th, is 67 days. All right, do you understand how impossible these coincidences are? Elvis died on August 16th. The day Seattle's going to get struck is 67 days in between. And by the way, I could show you much, much more, but I'm going to, move on to the new information, okay? And just real quick, and I told you that 6 times 7 equals 42, and Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington, where Seattle is, the 42nd state, Washington, okay? Anyway, 6, 7, 67 is very important. Now, what I'm doing is I'm going to be connecting all of this to the month chart that I created, and it's going to blow your mind how it's connecting to June 11th next year, 2023, when Seattle's going to get struck. Okay, so the month of June is the 6th month, July is the 7th month, 6, 7, okay? And I told you 67 is the first number that equals 162. The 162nd day of the year is June 11th, the day Seattle's going to get struck. And the next time a number equals 162, because 67 equals 162, like I said, 76 equals 162. Same numbers. 67 equals 162 or 76 equals 162 when you put into the gematria calculator. Those are the only two numbers that equal 162, which is the June 11th date. Now, let me show you why Trump was chosen to be the replacement twin. So remember, I told you that 67 is the first number that equals 162, which is the June 11th date, the 162nd day of the year. And I told you that 76 is the next time and the only other time that equals 162 on the gematria calculator, okay? So look, George Bush Jr., who was part of 9/11, the first 9/11, I told you there's going to be a twin 9/11, which is the upside down 6/11. And Bush equals June in gematria. Bush equals June, same exact numbers, okay? And of course connects to George, W, get it? Washington is where the next 9/11 is going to be on 6/11. Anyway, so 67, and look when he's born, 76, get it? All right? And they're both, him and Trump are both going to be 76 years old next year on June 11th. I mean, they're still going to be 76 on June 11th next year when Seattle gets struck, okay? And anyway, so George Bush, the first 9/11 guy, and Trump was born also that same year. Like I said, he's going to be 76. And like I said, I'm going to show you why Trump is the replacement twin for Elvis's identical twin that died at birth. And also you had Bill Clinton, who was president that same year. I've done a video about this in the past. But anyway, so 3 presidents were born in the same year. But anyway, so the reason that Trump's birthday is so important, I'm going to show you why, okay? So he's born on June 14th. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to get to the point, all right? So Trump's birthday is June 14th. June 14th is the 165th day of the year. Now, I created this type of, connections, okay, years ago when I told everybody the backwards date of a date would be its backwards date. I mean, it's how many days remain. So if June 14th is the 165th day of the year, its backwards date would be whatever the 200th day of the year is, okay? Because that's how many days remain in the year. So the backwards date of June 14th would be the 200th day of the year. So July 19th would be the backwards date of Trump's birthday, which is the 165th day of the year, okay? So June 14th's backwards birth date would be July 19th, all right? And I'm going to show you something, all right? What I'm about to show you next, this is the only backwards dates of another date, whatever the backwards date of another date is. This is the only one that's going to do what I'm about to show you. There's no other date that has the backward date whose backward date is about to do this. Okay, let me show you what, and that's why you'll know why June 14th is so special. And by the way, everything I'm showing you is leading to something. Okay, this is not even the new information. Wait, so June 14th, Trump's birthday, okay? And July 19th is its backwards birth date. Okay, so June 14th, this is what it equals in gematria. 182.65, 196.70. These are the forward numbers. This is a reverse gematria. So 182.65, 196.70 for June 14th. June 14th equals the exact same as July 19th. You see? 182.65, 196.70. And this is the only date that its backwards date equals the exact same. You can try it with any other backwards dates of a particular date, and it will never equal the same number. So Trump's birthday, June 14th, equals its exact numbers of July 19th, which is its backwards date. All right, 182.65, 196.70 for July 19th. And for June 14th, Trump's birthday, 182.65, 196.70. Same numbers. Okay? So that's why Trump's birthday is so special, because it equals its exact same as its backwards date of July 19th. So remember, 6/14, 7/19. So everything I showed you practically in this video is leading up to this information, which will connect to June 11th, 2023. Okay? So remember, June is the 6th month, July is the 7th month, the 67, 76. 67 is the first number that equals 162, and 76 is the last number that equals 162, which is the June 11th date, the 162nd day of the year. Okay, 6, 7, and 7, 6, and Trump and Bush both are going to be 76 years old next year. Anyway, so Trump's birthday is what's important. He's the replacement twin, and his birthday is 6/14, and his backwards birthday is 7/19, okay? And Trump is born in June, Bush born in July. Anyway, so what is, if we went 14 numbers down in June, let's see what it equals. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yes, the sixth number is the 666, right? Which, 6 month and then 66, 6 number down, right? But anyway, forget about that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So Trump's birthday is 6/14. So the sixth month, 14th number down is 162. And I just told you that June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, and 67 is the first number that equals 162. Elvis and his identical twin both equal 67. Elvis Jesse. Okay, so it's 162. And by the way, on leap year, June 11th would be the 163rd day of the year. So even July is connected to that too, right? But look, so 6 month, 14th number down is 162. Now, its backwards date of June 14th, Trump's birthday, would be July 19th. So if this is the 14th number, 14 right here for July, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Look at that. 2, 2, 3. And I told you 2023, if you take out the zero, because the zero can be either a crown or nothing. So it's 223 is 2023. So July 19th is basically 2023 because it's the 19th number in July. And that's the backwards date of June 14th. June is a 6-month, 14th number down, which is, Trump's birthday, 6/14, is 162 number. 162nd day of the year is June 11th. And its backwards date, June 14th backwards date is 7/19, 19 number down, and in the 7th month is 223. Get it? June 11th, 2023. All right. If you can't understand this, I'm sorry. I did my best. This was such a hard video to explain and make comprehensible. Okay? Anyway, I could have shown so much more with that chart connecting to Elvis, but I had to end it somewhere, folks. Anyway, these are my 2 predictions. End of video.